As you guys can see, I'm missing my left eye.
There is a community that I am a part of.
Cheguei, galera! E aí, amigos? Galera, conferência de novo aqui de mais jogos, futuro dos jogos, né, cara? Vai ser apresentado hoje. É uma conferência onde muitas empresas vão mostrar jogos exclusivos, como a E3, que é sempre... todo ano sempre tem a E3 para mostrar, né, algo sobre os jogos, sobre os games. Ela foi cancelada esse ano, né, por causa desse grande problema que nós tivemos aí com o coronavírus. E com isso eles estão fazendo esses eventos digitais aí, que é fazendo live praticamente. E a gente vai conferir hoje mais uma conferência sobre jogos, o futuro dos jogos. E, cara, o show, ele tá atrasado, tá, pessoal? Ele tá com 14 minutos aqui, mas ele já tá atrasado. Era pra ter começado, eu não sei o que houve. Mas, infelizmente, ele tá atrasado. Tá dizendo agora que é 11 minutos pra começar a conferência. Vamos aguardar então, né, cara? Enquanto isso, nós vamos bater um papo aí. Vamos bater papo, pergunte alguma coisa aí, porque a gente vai conversar até começar esse show que eu quero ver. Será que vai ter Ark 2, hein? Será que vai aparecer GTA 6? Será que vai aparecer Minecraft 2? Espera aí que eu tô ajeitando aqui. Galera, o som tá normal pra vocês aí? Som e imagem tá normal? Muito evento acontecendo, né, cara? Teve um evento antes desse aqui e acabou faz pouco tempo. Tinha um evento antes desse, que era de PC. Era pra me ter colocado ao vivo aqui, mas eu perdi, cara, olha. Eu não me atentei ao horário e aí eu perdi. Mas esse aqui eu deu tempo de colocar em live. Ainda bem que atrasou, né, que dá tempo de a gente se preparar aqui e esperar o que vai rolar. Já conseguiu domar o Como é? O Morelatops. Consegui domar ontem, cara. Foi cruel. Depois de 3 tentativas, eu consegui domar ele. Já fez prova do GTA RP? Fiz, cara. Foi um saco. Não, a prova de por cá eu ainda não fiz. Falta só ela pra concluir. Aí eu consigo pegar o IP. Eu não consegui hoje. Mas eu tenho até amanhã, tô de boa. Hoje vai ter live de Crystal Ágil, vai. Crystal Lions, vai. Vai fazer uma live de GTA. De GTA. A gente vai fazer uma live de Ark Mobile. A gente vai atrás lá do boss secreto mais uma vez. Depois de terminar a live do Ark Mobile, nós vamos iniciar a nossa live do mapa lá, Crystal Isles, tá? Não perca. Acho que hoje eu vou domar o dragão, hein? Acho que hoje eu vou domar o dragão. Não perca, não percam. Galera, chama aí a... Salve, Valber, Landinho. E aí, Valber? Já ia te chamar lá de novo, Valber. Tava sabendo dessa conferência, Valber? Teve uma conferência antes dessa só de PC, cara. Mas eu perdi, ó. Era pra me ter feito uma live aqui. Deixa eu ver se eu chamo uma galera aqui de PC pra vir assistir. Pera aí. Acredito que quando sair os games para PS5, Xbox Series X vão rodar normalmente nas RTX 2070 e superior. Isso mostra que na verdade os games não usam todo o potencial de uma VGA. Acredito que quando sair os games... Não, eu acredito que os jogos iniciais para nova geração... Os jogos iniciais para nova geração vai... Já sabe, né, cara? Início de geração nunca vai pra mostrar o poder da nova geração. É sempre aquela mesma landainha e tal, de lançar jogos requentados, jogos com gráficos geração passada. É sempre assim. Eles colocam ali umas partículas, vão aumentar a resolução, mas nada que impressione, não. Eu acredito só com um ano de lançamento, aí já começa a mostrar algo que é realmente Next Gen, né? Nova geração. Sempre foi assim, meu. Sempre foi assim. Desistiu do jogo, Jojó? Como assim? Como assim, Eita? Não entendi. Que jogo? Salve. Galera, salve aí. Obrigado a presença de vocês. Salve aí, VPS, o ITN, Capudo, Doriana, Couto, Ignorado, Lousado, Dave Eagle, Luan, Ethan, Valbilandim, Pedro Lucas, Latência, valeu galera, obrigado aí pela presença de vocês. Estamos aqui iniciando mais uma live com uma nova conferência de jogos. O futuro dos jogos vai ser agora. Nós vamos descobrir o que vem de bom. Vamos ver se vai ter novidade, vamos ver se vai rolar pelo menos um teaser aí do GTA 6. Tudo pode acontecer nessa conferência hoje. Então, vamos ver o que vai rolar. Resident Evil 7. Ah, Ethan. Nossa, cara. Resident Evil 7, cara. Preciso zerar o Resident Evil 7. Pior que eu tô com tantas lives, cara, que não sei se vai dar o Resident 7, não. Mas eu acho que a gente podemos fazer amanhã o Resident 7, Ethan. Deixa eu me programar aqui. Acho que amanhã à tarde. Deixa eu ver como é que eu faço. Eu acho que eu vou fazer a live do Ark Mobile amanhã à tarde. Aí acabando, eu dou um tempinho e a gente faz live de Resident Evil 7. Aí a gente dá pra jogar umas 2, 3 horas de Resident 7. E depois nós vamos pro Ark de PC. É, eu acho que sim. Valbe, os games hoje acredito que sempre foi assim. São os balizados dos games em geral. Ou seja, se os consoles são muito potentes, eles acabam empurrando também o PC para... Nossa, com certeza, cara. Assim, a nova geração de consoles sempre é algo para empurrar os jogos, né, cara? Por mais que os PCs eles tenham uma grande potência, ele não tem esse impacto que a nova geração traz, né? Não é verdade? Quando os consoles de nova geração saem, cara, sempre o impacto é maior, e sempre empurram mais a tecnologia, a parte de jogos e tal. Pelo menos toda minha experiência que eu tive com jogos foi assim, né? Eu acredito que seja assim. Joga Crossfire. Nunca joguei, Davi. Salve Snow BR. Salve Luan Rodrigues. Será que vai ter Ark 2? Será que eles já pensou, cara? Ark 2 New Generation. Vai ser magnífico, né? Tomara que tenha jogos de dinossauro. Será, Doriana? Pode ser, pode ser. Espero que mostre o Resident Evil mais detalhado. Isso, exatamente. Pra quem perdeu a conferência da Sony aí que nós fizemos, que nós transmitimos aqui também, tem aí no canal, tá? Já mostraram o teaser aí do Resident Evil 8. Parece estar interessante. E teve outros jogos também interessantes aí. Além de ter mostrado já o PlayStation 5. Já foi mostrado o PlayStation 5, então... espero ver Mortal Kombat 12, será? Pois é, Ita, isso que eu tô pensando. Fazer de madrugada amanhã não vai dar. Hoje de madrugada, eu até faria de madrugada hoje, mas eu não sei, a galera dorme cedo. Eu queria tentar fazer mais cedo. A galera tem medo do Resident Evil 7, né? Por isso que a gente faz live. Eu tô querendo fazer live do Resident 7 mais cedo. Já vai ter Ark de PC hoje. Vai, apelão, vai sim. Vamos fazer uma live de Ark Mobile daqui a pouquinho. Terminando o Ark Mobile, vamos pro Ark de PC, tá? No novo mapa Crystal Isles. Não perca! Ark Mobile 2, mapa Ragnarok. Já pensou? Já descobri para que serve pedaço de bolo no aniversário do Ark que dropa o Dodô. Se você coloca ele na panela, tem como criar skins especiais de evento de aniversário do Ark. Ethan, nós fizemos exatamente isso ontem. Nós fizemos muito isso ontem. Eu peguei muitos chibi. Chibi é aqueles dinossauros, aqueles mascote minúsculo, né? No Ark. Pegamos um monte, velho. Fizemos um monte, na verdade. 1 minuto e meio, galera, pro show. Dogzeira, vamos sim, Dogzeira. Vamos fazer Ark Mobile hoje. Logo depois dessa live aqui, eu vou dar uma pausada e vou começar a live do Ark. Vai atrás lá do boy secreto no Ark Mobile. Oi, era pra levar ela pra caldo da live, poxa. Convidava ela pra curtir a live, conversava com ela no chat e assistir a live ao mesmo tempo. Fala assim, amor, vou te convidar para um show, tá? Vou te levar para um show. Vai ficar, nossa, você nunca fez isso antes. Aí traz ela pro show, pô, pra live. No caso era live, né? segundos, será que vai atrasar, velho? Era pra ter começado há meia hora atrás essa conferência, hein? Bom nascimento, isso aqui é uma conferência do futuro dos jogos. Vai começar, hein? Vai começar. Jogos em gerais, galera. Vai aparecer jogos de todo tipo aí. Começar, bora ver, bora ver. Vai começar com o quê? Agora vai começar sem atraso. Future Game Show. Traduz a conferência. Lá vai vocês. Eu não sei traduzir, pessoal. Só pra gente. Deixa eu ver se tem tradutor aqui. Não tem tradução. Salve, gelado. E aí, que jogo é isso aí? Unreal Engine. Será que é Unreal Engine 5 já? Opa! S5. Breve. Terror. Parece ser terror, né? Eita, cara. Chão. Deve estar usando a Unreal Engine 5, né? Que é nova.
Hello and welcome to the Future
Só tá
Games
atrasado deles,
Show.
né? A conferência deles
What a
tá
way to
meio...
start, right? I am Nolan North, and many of you may know me
Só
as
atrasado.
your ghost from Destiny, or perhaps Dr. Edward Richtofen from the Call of Duty series, or even, the Penguin from the Arkham series.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Nolan, we get it. We get it.
Tô com som
You've done
atrasado.
a million, hundred, gazillion.
Galera, isso não é da minha live, tá? É
Of
deles.
course, most of you know me as Nathan Drake from Uncharted, where you probably recognize that voice. I'm so happy to be working alongside her again as we host this showcase of upcoming games. Please give it up and welcome the lovely and talented Miss Emily Rose.
Hey, Nolan. Hello. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome from my
Esse evento tá
home to
acontecendo
yours.
tudo louco.
I'm really excited about what we have in store for you today. As PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X draw near, we're going to be talking to leading game developers to see what we really can expect from the future of games.
Plus, we have a host of exclusive game reveals, world premieres, new gameplay demos from current and next-gen consoles. And some of these are so secret, even I haven't been told about them yet.
Wait, they didn't tell you about them?
What, they told you?
No, like they really didn't tell you about them?
People are playing favorites.
Because I mean, I have the whole list right in front of me, right there.
Whatever, send them to me. And let's get into the good stuff.
Okay, so the next title is from Red Thread Games. They're this little indie studio in Norway. I love Norway. You might know them from their Choice and Consequence series, Dreamfall chapters. So get ready for the world exclusive premiere of their new project.
World premiere.
Bora ver, bora ver. E o review do The Last of Us 2? Sim, Valbo, eu vi lá o review, cara. Tá louco. Cara, já tava na cara. Eu já tinha visto spoiler, né, do The Last of Us 2. O que eu vi é muito impressionante. Não tinha como aquele jogo não ser épico. Não sempre vai encerrar com chave de ouro a geração. Que jogo é esse? Fortnite não, cara. Fortnite. Ah, ainda tem um Cyberpunk 2077, né? Eu acho que provavelmente vai aparecer hoje. Será que vou mostrar? Em breve, PC e console esse jogo aí.
Hey, my name is Ragnar Tornquist. I'm creative director at Red Thread Games, and we're working on a game called Dustborn.
Dustborn. Tá em progresso aí desse jogo. Representa a qualidade final do jogo.
Dustborn is a story-driven action-adventure about a band of misfits and outcasts on a
Parece
road
aquele
trip
jogo
across America.
do The Walking
It's a game
Dead,
about
que você
hope,
só escolhe as
friendship, love,
decisões.
robots, and the
Acho
power
parece,
of
né?
words.
Parecido.
So in this footage, you're watching our main character, Pax, explore a small commune in the Pacific Northwest. She's come here with her crew to recruit her sister. But it turns out her sister's
O
not
Cyberpunk
interested in
não
joining the
apareceu
crew.
da
So
Sony.
your job is to convince her and
Pode
deal
ser
with
que
the
apareça
consequences
hoje.
of what happens next.
E a da Sony ele focou muito nos exclusivos. O Cyberpunk é plataforma.
Dustborn is coming to PC and next generation consoles in 2021.
A nova geração de console.
Thanks
ele, de
again
PC.
to Ragnar for that exclusive first look at Dustborn. Okay, what's next, Nolan?
Next, we've got a hardcore first-person platformer whose recent Steam demo was played over 100,000 times. Here's an exclusive look at a new cyberspace level containing new enemies and abilities from Ghost Runner.
Exclusive.
Relax. Embrace.
Caraca, o cara partiu no meio. Violento.
Speed and mobility are your greatest assets in battle.
Caralho, isso aqui é uma espada, hein? Um hit, parte o cara no meio. Olha, PC... Olha, geração Ghost Runner. Esse ano. A geração atual ainda, esse jogo. PC. Ghost Runner.
Ghost Runner is coming to PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC later this year.
All right, we're flipping back in time to the 1930s now with a game that stole the show at the recent Xbox Series X showcase. Here's Tatiana
Boa noite,
Delgado to reveal
Pablo.
more about Call of the Sea's spectacular first trailer.
Exclusive.
Oh, Harry. What have you done?
Hello, I'm Tatiana Delgado from Out of the Blue Games, working on Call of the Sea. You might have seen our reveal trailer during the recent Xbox Series X event, but we wanted to take the opportunity to walk you through it and tell you a bit more about
Nova
the game.
geração, né, de
How
console.
strange that your trail
Xbox
ends
Series
here.
X.
Call of the Sea is a first-person adventure puzzle game set in the 1930s that takes place in the far reaches of the South Pacific. You take the role of Nora, a woman who has crossed an ocean in search of her husband's missing expedition.
Salve, João Paulo.
At Out of the Blue, we love telling stories and designing puzzles. That is why we wanted to create a game that had a strong presence of both. And also,
Pelo
we
que eu ouvi
always
falar,
approach
eles vão
games
mostrar
with the
em torno
players'
de
emotions
30
in
jogos.
mind. That being said,
Parece que foi
although
isso.
Call
Pelo
of the
menos na
Sea is a
notícia que eu
puzzle
li,
game, I would
eles
say
estavam
that
falando
it
sobre
is the
isso.
narrative that drives the game. Therefore, puzzles serve the narrative and make the story advance as a reward when solving them. Some of the puzzles we have to do with the expedition itself, using the real-world technology of the era. In others, you will try to decipher what the ancient runes were for. And going back to the story, we have the good fortune of having actress Cissy Jones as the voice of Nora. We adore her acting in Firewatch and her ability to create a strong presence with only her voice. It is a tale of self-discovery,
Vai instalar o
an
Android OS
exploration
no notebook.
not only of the island, but of the character's inner self. Although our game was inspired to an extent by the works of H.P. Lovecraft, this is not a horror game,
Será que
but
instalando
an
o Android
adventure
OS
game.
no notebook
We
tu
hope to
consegue
give
rodar
you
os
a
jogos do
vivid
Android tudo
mystery
normal? Acho que
and
sim,
at the
né?
same time an emotional
Bem
journey.
interessante.
Thank you for your time and we look forward to revealing
Call of
more
the Sea.
of Call of the Sea in the coming
Call
months.
of the Sea. Bora, cara,
Call
mostra
of
aí
the
um
Sea
jogo.
is developed by Out of the Blue and will launch on
aí
Xbox
uma
One,
novidade boa
Xbox
pra
Series
gente.
X, and Windows platforms.
Our next game features
É
none
interessante,
other
Val.
than Sherlock Holmes.
Ainda mais se
This
rodar os
time,
jogos
he's a
do,
youthful,
as
more
aplicações
arrogant
Android
version of
e
the famous detective.
smartphone.
Here's the producer and community
Interessante.
manager from Frogwares to tell us more about the game's setting and how they plan to create a truly open-world detective game.
Cara, não sei porque...
Exclusive.
Hi everyone, my name is Sergey
O áudio
Galizian
tá
and I'm the
muito
producer
atrasado,
and
não sei
community
por quê.
manager at
Estou
Frogwares.
com
We
problema
are
na
an 80
conexão.
people strong independent studio from Kyiv, Ukraine. You may know us for our detective games, such as the Sherlock Holmes adventures, as well as the recent The Sinking City. We are working on our new game, Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. It's a story-driven investigation thriller in which you play as the young 21-year-old Sherlock before he becomes the legend that we all know. For John Watson and Jim Moriarty, Sherlock was a brilliant but rebellious aspiring detective trying to prove himself. The game takes place in
algum
the late
exclusivo
19th
isso aí.
century
Quer
on a
dizer,
small Mediterranean island,
um jogo
where,
que
according to
ainda
our
não-
story,
pra
Sherlock
que
grew
exclusivo.
up before moving to England, and to where he comes back, now as an outsider, to investigate the mysterious death of his mother, the death that scarred his childhood. Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 is an open-world detective game with minimum hand-holding. In this game, we are introducing the concept of global investigation gameplay that is heavily based on the feedback that we received from the players on our previous games. We build it on bringing in numerous detective features and mechanics that not only synergize with one another, but also allow you to interact with the world
Assassin's Creed,
around you.
não.
For example, you can now decide to involve random people on the streets in
Fala,
your
e Assassin's Creed
investigation,
pode ser que
ask them
apareça,
for
né?
directions, or
Faz
question
trailer
those
aí do
citizens
Assassin's
who you
Creed
think
novo,
match your suspect
Valhalla,
profile.
né? Como é? Acho que é
And
esse
if you
nome.
doubt they would even talk to some foreigner like you,
Sherlock
you can
Holmes.
for instance find the right disguise, say police uniform to loosen their tone.
Escape 2.
It's up to you to discover that synergy and use it at the right time, because as I
Crimes.
mentioned, there is minimum
Vanish.
hand-holding in the game. Of course, making the right deductions and tracking down criminals is another exciting part of a detective's job. We are aiming to give the player the chance to miss a piece of evidence, pursue their own lead, and eventually let a killer walk free. Those who played our Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments will know what I'm talking about. We are bringing Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 to PC and console sometime in 2021. Thank you so much for your time and enjoy the rest of the show. There are some fantastic games here that we cannot wait to play ourselves.
Sherlock Holmes. Olha, Sherlock Holmes acertaram.
Sherlock Holmes
Capítulo
Chapter 1 is coming to PC,
Ele acertou.
current, and next-gen consoles in 2021.
In our next part of the
Retro.
show, the Future Game Show goes retro with a series of games that reimagine the arcade and console classics of some of my favorite eras, the 80s and 90s.
And what better way to begin than with a bullet hell shoot 'em up created by a small team from Lebanon, including a former Pixar artist. Here's an exclusive gameplay slice of Signy.
Exclusive.
Ah, não. O cara que fala que hoje jogos, videogame é coisa pra criança. Na verdade, só os ignorantes, né? Os caras que não acompanham essa. O cara que não acompanha as notícias do mundo dos jogos e tal. Né? Fala uma barbaridade dessa. Jogos está acima de filme, meu. GTA V, meu Deus, cara. Um fenômeno de venda. Nunca vi vender tanto. Uma mídia de filme conseguiu gerar tanto dinheiro, tanta venda de uma mídia como o GTA, né, cara? GTA 6, GTA 5, tá louco? Absurdo. Vende até hoje, meu, GTA 5. Não é à toa que eles vão levar o GTA 5 pra nova geração, né? Os caras têm muita gente com raiva por causa dessa notícia. O Rockstar tá tirando o máximo de dinheiro das pessoas do GTA 5. Fazer logo o GTA 6, não, eles vão pegar o GTA 5 e vão levar pra nova geração. Eu acho que foi o único jogo, GTA 5, cara, foi o único jogo que eles pegaram, começou no PlayStation 4, não, começou na geração passada, PS3, passou pela atual, PS4, e vai passar pra geração nova, que é o PS5. Nossa, acho que nenhum jogo fez isso. Só com um jogo. É, o Minecraft também. Minecraft é o... Tô mostrando jogos retrô agora, galera. Jogos mais simples. Eu acho que é assim. All Guns Blazing.
Signy is coming to Windows, Mac, and the
Signy.
developers hope next
Signy.
generation consoles. Okay, so we're keeping the arcade vibes coming with a high-speed tribute to arcade racing classics like Daytona USA and a stylish
A
platform
magia do
that
remaster.
looks like
Não, mas o
more
GTA
console.
V acho que foi longe
But
demais, viu,
first-
cara? Passar por 3 gerações, é louco, pelo amor de
World
Deus.
premiere.
Eu até concordo assim com algumas pessoas que
the
estão
mind will fall.
com raiva da questão da Rockstar levar o GTA V em
Save
3
us
gerações
all.
em seguida, assim, tá
Fulfill
louco.
what others failed to do. Mornia depends
São
on
jogos
you.
retrô, né, que eles estão mostrando. Acho esses jogos muito bacaninhos. Nessa internet, assim, gosto de jogar esses jogos. Normalmente é offline. Dogzeira, nós temos um Discord do canal Dogzeira. É só escrever aí exclamação Discord, tudo junto. Orbit. The Seven Acolytes.
Morbid. The Seven Acolytes.
É, acertei, viu só? Meu inglês foi bom agora.
Magratheus bless you, Striver.
Explosive.
Exclusive.
Modos.
Chris Tales is our indie love letter to classic JRPGs.
Vai ter a Square Enix, viu, galera, aí nesse evento.
Guardar
que daqui a
ways
pouco
that you'll be
aparece.
able to learn from the past, act in the present, and rewrite the future, all in real
A
time on
Square
one
Enix vai
screen.
trazer o ritmo.
This unique presentation lets
Se
you
ela
see
que
the impact of your
desenvolve ou se
choices
ela que
instantly,
distribui.
and to get really creative in combat by combining skills and playing with time. Speaking of combat, we just updated our demo on Steam to include Wilhelm, the Child Mage, in a mini Colosseum mode that features a number of new, challenging battles. We're really excited to be bringing Chris Tales both to next-gen consoles and all current consoles later this year.
Acho que tem... Olha, nova geração.
Evil corporation, this tech enslavement, that, what's next? Chemtrails? Now it's our time to be heard. Join the revolution. Mother. Where the hell did they drop me?
And finally, we're delighted to announce the release date for Neon Abyss, a frantic action platformer which fuses classic visuals to an ingenious roguelike dungeon system. Its publisher, Team 17, has encapsulated the spirit of independent games for over 30 years, with titles including Worms, Overcooked, The Escapist, and a whole lot more.
Quer usar live de Ark? Daqui a pouquinho a gente vai começar a live de Ark Mobile ou de Ark Mobile, e depois do Ark Mobile nós iniciamos o Ark de PC. Esse aí roda no meu celular. Eu acho que todos esses jogos indies aí que estão aparecendo, esses jogos retrô, ele é possível rodar nos jogos. Rodar em celulares. Esse roda no meu LG 14. Aí roda perfeita. Na verdade, esses jogos, a maioria... Cara, eles vão levar pros mobile também, né? A grande dificuldade desses jogos, assim, com ação tensa, é os controles, né? O touch não seria... Olha, PS4, Xbox, Steam. É, não tem Android e iOS, por enquanto. Esse aí, não. Ark roda no LG K12? Acho que não. E aí, Valbe, roda no teu K12 o Ark?
Neon Abyss will
Mas
be
não roda
launching
não, acho.
on PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and Windows on July 14th,
Olha,
2020.
se roda no Switch, roda
Our
no
next game has been in
celular.
early access since 2018 with an almost 90% very positive reviews on Steam.
Ai, cara,
Here's an
skate,
exclusive
velho.
look at the
É
new
o skate
Easy
lá,
Day
deixa eu
Academy
ver.
High School
O
level in
XL.
skateboarding sim Skater XL.
Acho que é ele. Ai, cara, tá...
Exclusive.
É ele mesmo. Pô, cara, que louco, velho. É, o Skate XL. Skater. Acho que eu vou comprar esse jogo ou vou baixar ele pra mim. Vai jogar um jogo de skate, cara. Tá louco. Aí vir o Tony Hawk, né, cara? Muito bacana.
Hi, my name is
Eu acho que eu vou fazer live de Tony Hawk, o
Easy Day
lançamento.
Studios, and we're working on Skater XL. Today we're showing a first look at the
Não, não é o
Easy
Tony
Day
Hawk, é o
XL level.
XL. Mas
This
já
is
tem,
a
já tá
we've been
confirmado o
working on
Tony
for some
Hawk
time, and we're excited to show it off
remasterizado.
today.
Aí vi o 1 e o 2 e o 3 parece que são os 3. Mesmo jogo. Alguns cenários
This level is
novos,
based on something that's
gráficos,
really key to
jogabilidade
skateboarding,
refinada.
which is the California school environment. This is something that's been in countless skate videos over the years.
Parece que legal que eles colocaram todas as... Eles mantiveram...
For skateboarding. One thing we learned in starting to build environments for Skater XL
E
is
mantiveram todas as
that we have
músicas,
a very
cara, isso que é
unique
legal.
game mechanic, so we had to go back to the drawing board on how the levels were
A
designed.
versão anterior.
The pieces of the level are combinations of elements that we've designed ourselves, but also we mix in countless real-world spots. There's probably about 25 real skate spots, some that are very recognizable to anyone in skateboarding, from real high schools, real elementary schools. We've got Wallenberg, we've got Clipper, we've got parts of Lockwood Elementary, just a lot of different places. Again, these are historic pieces. If you know skating, you probably know a bunch of these spots. And the interesting thing is, again, based on the game mechanic itself, we've actually massaged and tweaked each of these spots to be not just recognizable, but also really fun and work with the game mechanic as well.
I'm flying out to unknown settings. Look at how we shine. This is the life. House on the heat. This is the life.
The unique thing about Skater XL is it really starts with the controls. The joysticks, the analog sticks on the gamepad, map directly to the feet, so you have independent control of each of the foot, and everything is completely physics-based.
Isso é legal, interessante esse jogo.
So what this leads to
Faltando
is
jogos de sobrevivência,
kind
daqui a
of
pouco
a
aparece
first
um aí,
for
pô.
skateboarding games in general is that, you know, the gameplay is not driven by animations, it's driven by the physics. We didn't actually program tricks into the game, we just programmed movement, and with that movement you're able to do
Downhill eu
all
já
kinds of
joguei,
tricks.
Downhill. A época do
As you build up
PlayStation
your
1, se
skill,
eu não me engano.
you're also building up your ability to articulate and perform those tricks in different ways. The element of style and execution comes into it, and that's really where the satisfaction, the fun of this game comes, that you're really directly in control.
I'm headed right to the top until I'm famous.
You know, just like real skateboarding, there's such a depth in the ways that you can use that board and how you can develop your skills. It becomes a very personal thing, and in the real world, that leads to all these other things that pop up around skateboarding, you know, the culture and the creative side and the community, and that's something very unique to skateboarding you don't see with other things. So, you know, our goal has really been to capture a lot of those elements and bring them into the game as well.
House on the heat. This is the life.
The interesting thing is that it's been a decade since the last significant entrant.
Acho que
into
talvez eles
the
mostrem
skateboarding
o novo
genre,
Tony
and it
Hawk,
hasn't
né?
been explored in, you know, in recent times when we have all these different things available to connect the
Eu acho
community,
muito legal o
to
jogo
put
de
content out,
Esse aí parece
different
ser bem
platforms.
interessante. Acho que eu
So
vou até
we're
pegar ele
seeing
pro
really
PC.
interesting explosion of
Dá uma
content,
testada nele.
creative community, and modders and all these different things happening around the core of the game. So it's really exciting to see where this could lead in the future. Skater XL is coming out on all
PS4, Xbox
major
One,
platforms July
Switch.
28th, and that includes Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC.
Thanks, Dane, and the whole team at Easy Day Studios. Our next game bills itself as Synthwave FPS.
Which means it looks nice and you shoot things.
It's already been a big hit on Steam, and we're pleased to announce today that it's now coming to
Pode ser que
Xbox
mostre
One.
Cyberpunk. Pode
This
ser, uma
is
probabilidade muito alta de aparecer
GTTOD.
agora.
Get to the
Evento.
orange door.
A gente sabe quais são os jogos que vai aparecer, né? Aqui pra...
Exclusive.
We have arrived.
2, Dota 3. Caracas. Dota não vai ter o 3, não. Louco esse jogo aí. Entendi o nome aí.
Get to the Orange Door is coming to Xbox One in
The
2020.
Orange Door.
And we're pleased to announce that a new demo is available right now.
Já
Free to
tu viu
download
que vai
on
lançar o
Steam.
Homem-Aranha 2?
Okay,
Sim, eu vi,
Nolan,
cara.
come on, you're dying here.
What are you talking about? I'm not that bad.
No,
lá o personagem do Homem-Aranha
I mean
também.
you're gonna be dying when you play our next game. A third-person action-adventure, get this, it's set within a coma where you explore your memories while fighting for your life.
Okay, I'm confused. I think I need to see the trailer.
All right, glad you asked.
Exclusive.
Xbox e Steam. Walking.
Waking is coming to Xbox and Steam on June 18th, 2020.
Who wants an exclusive premiere?
Os jogos.
Well, I'm not
Ainda tá na
really
parte de
asking here.
games
This is
retrô ainda.
actually happening. Our next game is a sequel to the critically
Parece mais
acclaimed
jogo
World War
retrô.
II flying sim Bomber
Parece ter
Crew,
jogos
which
indie, na
boldly
verdade, né?
goes as close as its licensing team allows into a new era. You get it.
World premiere.
Honey Duck.
For too long, the
Davi
Phasmids
Gomes
have
vai
been
ter Ark
causing
sim de
trouble
PC.
in our peaceful little
Ark
corner of
Ark
space.
Mobile primeiro,
But
depois
not
Ark de PC.
any
Daqui a pouco.
longer.
Gina, let's go full Abrams with the flares.
Enlist today to embark on an epic space adventure and do your
Eu acho que hoje nós vamos domar o dragão no Ark
Let's
de
get
PC.
some of those cool wipey things in this part, Gina.
No Ark Mobile
Join us
talvez a gente
on a
consiga o
Venus
boss
station.
secreto hoje.
experience the rush of spaceflight. Seek out new life.
Ark 2 Evolution.
And make new friends along the way. And make new friends. And make new friends along the way. Live, laugh, and prosper. And may the fourth join the space crew.
Gina, let's zoom around in 3D and get some explosions going on here. End it with a bang.
Xbox PS4.
Space Crew is published by Curve Digital.
Não achei
and launched
ainda
on PC,
Trofeu
Xbox
Gnato
One,
ainda.
PS4, and Switch in late 2020.
Hey, Nolan, I got a good question for you. You ready?
Cara
What
de
is
Resident?
scarier than clowns?
Nothing is scarier than clowns. You know that.
Well, you wouldn't say that if you'd been to Wales.
Exclusive.
You should probably cover your eyes for this.
Exclusive.
These are not words I wish to write. I fear you may believe me taken with madness. My father seeks to use me. He wishes me to sing for him as she did. To become the star attraction that will draw good folk to this accursed spit of land. I cannot explain further, but ask that you trust me. Your love, always, Elizabeth.
Fantástico.
Hello, my name is Ben Tester, and I'm head of marketing at Wells Interactive.
Eu pensava que era o nome do jogo, é o nome
on a
do
new title, Made
cara
of
que tá
Scare,
falando.
and we're really excited to be able to share with you this new and exclusive gameplay footage.
Acho que hoje nós domamos o dragão, hein? Tem tudo pra domar, falta 5 levels só pra...
Made of Scare is a first-person survival
Errosão
horror
isso daí,
game,
ó.
which features a story inspired by Welsh folklore. It fuses psychological, gothic, and British horror. Set in 1898, Made of Scare is inspired by the haunting Welsh tale of Elizabeth Williams. It's a story of a family empire that's driven by torture, slavery, piracy, and a supernatural mystery that suffocates the grounds of the hotel.
Pareceu o BioShock
In this
agora.
footage, we wanted to explore the 3D
Lembrou
sound-based
BioShock,
AI
não lembrou,
system
não?
that is the core survival mechanic.
Essa
We
mão
want to
aí
show
parece
you
um
what you can
BioShock.
do to remain
Olha, que
undetected,
interessante.
and if you're caught, what tools are available for you to survive. The enemies at Scare Hotel are completely blind, and they hunt by only what they can hear. So any noise that you make from walking or running, bumping into environmental objects, or even breathing heavily will often result in death. So you can avoid detection by creeping, avoiding the obstacles that make the noise, but if the enemies are close, then holding your breath is the only option. If you mistime this and run out of breath, then
Bem
even your
parecido,
panting will
cara.
get
Bem...
you
Olha
killed.
só, esses
You
itens,
are not
esses
completely
botões assim, é bem
defenseless.
parecido com
There'll be a
BioShock.
sound-based weapon
Caraca,
available
BioShock.
with limited ammo that's hidden in and around the grounds of the hotel. You'll have to find health items, collectibles, puzzle pieces, map pieces, and story pickups. All items that you can find
Eu
and
acho que
add
só
to
não é
your
o
inventory.
BioShock por causa dos
The game will
gráficos.
feature 3 levels of difficulty. The scares remain the same throughout, but a change in AI behavior, enemy strength, limited manual saves, and reduced ammo and health items will put more of an emphasis on that classic survival horror experience. Made of Scare is coming to PC and console, with a digital and physical launch on PS4 and Xbox One this July.
Ah,
You
pra
can
geração
wishlist the
atual.
game now on Steam, and pre-purchase will be available in the coming weeks. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you enjoy the show.
PS4. Made of... Made of Scare.
Hey Nolan, you can open your eyes now. Okay, there you go. All right, Made of Scare launches on PS4, Xbox, Switch, and Windows in 2020.
Hey, Em, what's better than looking at one upcoming game?
Is this another one of your dad jokes?
It's looking at a collection of upcoming games in the space of a few minutes.
Okay, I'm listening.
Here's an incredible lineup of future hits to get excited about.
Ah, o Smite. Eu joguei esse Smite. Ah, é uma coleção, né? É, de vários jogos. Vários jogos. É legal esse jogo aí. Jogos retrô ainda. Jogos retrô e... Jogos simples. Vários joguinhos retrô. Começa a live do Ark Mobile. Depois dessa daqui eu vou dar uma pausa. Eu acho que com meia hora, 40 minutos eu começo a do Mobile. Aí a gente consegue pegar o boss secreto. Olha, um joguinho parecido com vôlei. Essa indústria falta um jogo de vôlei, cara. Caramba. Me lembro só no PlayStation 1 e Super Nintendo tinha um jogo de vôlei decente. Hoje eu não vi mais nenhum.
And you can find out more information about all those titles by heading to gamesradar.com. Our next game appeared in our sister event, the
Cópia de God
PC
of War
Game
aí.
Show, just
Aí
a
o
few hours
Kratos,
ago. And we're
Kratos o mais
delighted to
novo.
have John Pearl
Kratos
join
da
us
Xuxa.
now for an exclusive look
Versão
at
Xuxa.
Remnant from the Ashes DLC, subject
Para ver, isso aí
2923.
parece ser louco. Opa!
Exclusive.
God of War, versão Xuxa agora. Remnant. Esse jogo já tá, né?
Hello, I'm John Pearl, the design director at Gunfire Games. Right now, the team is hard at work on Subject 2923, the final DLC for Remnant from the Ashes. This DLC is much larger and more expansive than any of the previous content we've released. This DLC will introduce a brand new campaign that takes place a year after the events of the base campaign of Remnant. This campaign focuses on the origin of the Dreamer project and how it connects to the Roots invasion on Earth. With the footage we're showing, we're giving y'all a sneak peek at the icy and unforgiving heights of the new explorable world of Rhysum. The inhabitants of the world are an entirely new faction of enemies, the Uriki, which are a race of menacing humanoid rats. In combat, you'll find they are as resourceful as they are deadly. This DLC has a lot of additional content. With the addition of the new campaign comes all new quests, bosses, weapons, trinkets, armor sets, and more. Additionally, Rhysum will be added as an option in Adventure mode, and if you have the Swamps of Courses DLC, it'll add Rhysum to the rotation of Survival mode as well.
Valeu, Ita.
2923 DLC is coming to PC,
Hoje tem Cristal lá,
Xbox One, and PlayStation 4 on August 20th.
Vai ter uma live de Ark de PC daqui a pouco. Live de Ark Mobile daqui a pouco. Depois da do mobile a gente começa a do PC.
Hope you all enjoy the rest of the Future Game Show.
Hoje nós vamos domar o dragão.
All right, so Remnant from the Ashes, Subject 2923,
Remnant.
will launch on Xbox One, PS4,
Remnant.
and Windows PC. And now for something completely different.
Exclusive.
Everybody loves playing board games, now they're finally cool. But they're not so easy to play when you can't meet up with your friends or loved ones. Don't fret, my old chums. Here at Thunderbox HQ, we've been working tirelessly to create state-of-the-art AI, amazing computer graphics, a bitching synth soundtrack, and
Agora nada, até agora, Valber, nada de tão interessante, né?
Also, we can bring you the
Bora ver.
retro sci-fi
Daqui a pouco
survival
aparece as
strategy
grandes
we like to
empresas aí pra
call
mostrar algo legal.
The Captain is Dead. Let me
Bora ver
just
quando a
load
Square
it up
Enix
for you.
aparecer. E agora 90% dos jogos.
Wow, this looks kind of dangerous.
Eu sempre deixo os melhores pro final, não tem como.
Ready! Get your goddamn dirty tentacles off of my spaceship!
Biological components operating at 100%. Skill assimilated.
Reminds me of one of those old-fashioned video games. And I'm done.
Taking charge. I haven't used one of these since 3086. I'm still right.
Those aliens picked the wrong ship.
Olha o bigodão aí, olha.
The Captain is Dead. Head on over right now to Steam right
The
now.
Captain is dead.
The Captain is Dead is a digital board game and will launch on Steam in 2020.
Okay, so our next games, they're linked by their focus on player creativity. From designing a food
A maioria
themed
dos jogos tá
obstacle
passando
course
roda no
for you and
Moto
your
G, né?
friends to creating a mobile base that traverses a savage land. But let's start with a title called Main Assembly.
Olha, esse aí roda no Moto G, tenho certeza.
Assembly, a game that gives you the freedom to create anything
travando,
you
mas
can
roda.
imagine. With huge open sandboxes to explore, your creations will be pushed to the breaking point. Jam-packed with loads of challenges and parts to unlock, pushing your inventions to the limit. Revolutionary freeform crafting lets you construct anything with ease and precision. Once you have perfected your design, why not take it for a
A gente
test
fala
flight?
que esses jogos são simples, né? Mas, pô, cara, se a gente pudesse fazer um jogo desse tipo, a gente
you
ficaria
can
muito
set up
feliz.
controls and
Nossa.
use sensors to make logic for different types of
Eu
automation.
me lembro um dia que eu fui tentar criar um joguinho. Só porque eu fiz ele se movimentar, eu consegui controlar ele. Mesmo que todo torto, tudo errado, eu fiquei feliz pra caramba.
Main Assembly is out now in
A
early
gente fazer um
access.
jogo desse assim, completo.
See you there, inventors.
É de É pra disputar com Little Big Planet.
Jackson and I'm from Mythical Games, and today we're super excited to give you an in-depth look at our new games, Blanco's Block Party. We're a new studio created by a bunch of veterans who helped create some of the world's biggest game franchises, including Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, Skylanders, DJ Hero, Guitar Hero, and Minecraft Story Mode. Blanco's Block Party is a game about vinyl toys coming to life, but it's actually more than just a game.
Konami tá
It's
nesse
a place
evento, eu não
for
vi a lista,
gamers
assim, não tem
and
uma
content
lista
creators and collectors
todas as
to come
empresas
together
produtoras que estariam
and
nesse
to
evento.
build and to own
Pode ser que
and to
apareça,
set
cara.
the rules for the worlds that they want to play in.
A notícia que eu li é
Here we can
que
see
a
one of our
Square Enix
Blancos
ia
running
estar
around the
e muitas
junction.
outras.
The junction in Blancos is
Não
a
tinha
really cool place that is just the beginning of the
específico
Blancos
assim o nome
world
de
that is
todas
going
as
to grow
produtoras.
over time. You go there as a solo player, it's going to be full of other players doing their thing. It's going to be full of gigs and dares that our NPCs are going to set for you. As you do these things in the junction, you're going to level up your Blancos, so you're going to be able to train them to do different things. So each Blanco that you own, not only do you own it, you get to train it and to be the type of Blanco you want it to be. So you could make it super fast and jumping, you could make it super tough for some of the shooter games, you could make it
uma
super
série de
powerful
minigames,
for
né?
some of the race games.
Chegar primeiro
You're also
ganha.
going to be able to get these really cool rewards from requests. Some of those things might be
É verdade, o
things that you can attach to
Castlevania
your
tá
Blanco that just
faltando,
look
hein?
cool. Some of them will actually
Demorando a
enhance
aparecer,
your abilities.
já tá
But
aparecendo
the
uma nova.
junction is just the beginning, and it's going to grow and get bigger and bigger over time. Now what we're seeing is some of the UGC content. So everything here, people just build using the UGC editor. We wanted it to be super easy for players to build and create these levels. Key to it is everything can be done with a game controller. In Blanco's Block Party, you're going to be getting new content seasonally. And what that means is we're going to be delivering you some really cool stuff that is only available for that season. So if you go and buy a Blanco in season 1, that won't be available once you get to season 2. So if you manage to snag one of the cool ones, you're going to be one of the few that gets to keep that for as long as you want to keep it. The same applies to any of the dares and the quests. Those are going to be locked to a season, and anything that you get from completing those things only is available.
É legal pra jogar com a família, né, cara?
Ownership is a key part of the
gente, é muito
experience.
divertido.
So our proprietary technology platform provides true ownership of what players buy and create through verifiable assets. It allows us to legitimize the type of grey markets that pop up around so many games, and it gives players the power to dictate the value of those assets. And the key thing is you as a player own it, and we're going to make it really easy for you to do what you want with that. Players can create the world that they want in Blancos. We've just provided really easy tools so that you can build whatever world you want to build and set the rules for that world. The limit really is kind of your imagination.
Cara, caiu, se lascou.
Blanco's Block Party is coming to PC later this year, and we will be announcing
Cara,
more
esse
news
Silent
on additional
Hill, cara, tem uns
platforms, and
rumores
that'll be
muito
it
grandes
soon.
que Silent Hill vai ser
If you want to know
exclusivo da
more about it,
Sony.
head over, reserve your account at
Exclusivo da
blancos.com,
Sony,
and you
nossa.
can also follow us on Twitter at PlayBlancos and Instagram at PlayBlancos.
De guerra,
Thank you and enjoy the show.
A galera da Microsoft vai tirar. Eu acho que vai vir exclusivo não. O exclusivo vai ser por um ano.
Exclusive.
Já vi esse daí. Salve, Falco. Parece ser mais interessante, hein?
Hi, my name is Lucas. I'm a producer here at Donkey Crew working on Last Oasis, and today I would like to show you our new map. Last Oasis is a nomadic survival MMO, combining innovative features that allow players to traverse the world on complex wooden machines, engage in epic battles both against the fauna and against each other, leave a mark on the player-driven economy, and do many more exciting things in this unique world. What we're showing here today is the next big addition to the game, a volcanic oasis. This upcoming type of a map consists of all new areas to explore, from cold and barren fields stretching all the way to the horizon, to hardened volcanic rock formations that creates natural passages and scorching hot lava lakes, obliterating anything that gets near. As you travel through these vast virgin terrains, you get a chance to discover efficient ways to mine obsidian and find rare loot in mysterious man-made stone ruins, and even hunt legendary killings, these giant winged lizards inhabiting mountains in hot climates. Harsh conditions of the volcanic lands make it very difficult for nomads to survive if they decide to settle on this hot soil. Greenery and sources of water are hard to come by, and hostile flying monsters don't make it any easier to explore because they're attracted to water winds, making it essential for anyone who decides to venture towards these new territories to prepare in advance. Smart traders will likely take advantage of the resource scarcity to try to make some flots on desperate nomads missing some wood or water, while explorers will be risking their lives to gather rare resources that appear in high quantities in these dangerous conditions. We are working tirelessly to bring in more content and improvements for the game, so make sure to try Last Oasis out.
Last Oasis, é.
See you next time.
Nossa, aí pra que mostrou? Já esse jogo já tá um tempão na Steam.
Next up, the Future Games Show talks to industry experts about how next-gen consoles and PC technology are changing the way we play. We hope you enjoy our special investigation into
agora vai vir os jogos
gaming. And for the record, we called it that first.
Agora, velho! Agora! Futuro dos jogos é agora, hein? Chama a galera aí, chama a galera, é agora. Nossa, eu reconheci todos já, viu? Horizon. É agora, velho, é agora! The future of gaming! Uou! Lá vem!
A new generation of gaming is upon us, with home consoles such as Sony's PlayStation 5 and Microsoft Xbox Series X set to release in late 2020. Developers are preparing to change the way we play forever. We see companies like Google Stadia continuing to push the boundaries of cloud gaming technology, while studios like Epic Games are beginning to show us what a new generation of engines will be capable of.
Cyberpunk.
The Future Game Show has caught up with some of the world's leading developers in fields including graphics, audio, storytelling, and machine learning to discover how the next generation of hardware will push video games in a way that we have never experienced before.
The way that I see game worlds changing in the next generation is with a bigger focus on player interaction and making the worlds feel truly alive. We can already make game worlds that are almost too big for the amount of content that we put in them. So, of course, graphics will take a huge leap forward, but it's the complexity, diversity, and the freedom to play around in them that I think will be the biggest leap.
The new technology that really excites me is using machine learning, both to make the game feel a lot more responsive and meaningful to the player, and to augment my abilities as a game developer. The way that I see video games evolving in the next generation is with richer game interactivity.
Olha, cara, esse jogo tá muito lindo, esse Ghost of Tsushima, meu.
Games can look so good these days, it's crazy. But the sorts of things you can do in video games have not really caught up. What I'm super
Depois
interested
pra
in
Android.
is solving problems that help game worlds and the
Tiver,
characters
não é o mesmo dos
play
consoles, com
and
certeza.
feel as alive as they can now
Isso
look.
aí era
The next
aquela
generation
demonstração
of
da
tools and
Unreal
technology
Engine,
should allow a
Unreal
game
Engine
to
5,
really
né, para os consoles
acknowledge
de nova
the
geração.
emergent creative things you can do as a player, and to help game developers create richer, more soulful game worlds. I'm really excited about using technologies like semantic ML to help game characters feel more responsive and alive, to get the game to create content not just randomly, but based on the kinds of things you've done as a player so far.
One way that game worlds might feel more alive in the future is by replacing scripted interactions with organic conversations. This live demo from Russian AI project LiveMind literally puts words into Geralt's mouth and could be a sign of things to
Conhece esse
come.
aí, Valber?
Do you remember Vegetable Jerky?
Não, um pouquinho.
Yes, I want a great saddle for racing then.
Assassin's Creed.
Of course, it isn't just game worlds that will evolve in the next generation, but the types of stories being told within them too. Narrative is such an important component to the games we play, furthering our connection with virtual spaces and the characters that inhabit them. It makes sense then that this is one area developers are eager to evolve.
I wrote my first game for a computer with 1K on cassette. Obviously, 40 years later, so much has changed. But in some ways, we're still pursuing the same goal.
The biggest benefit of games as a storytelling medium is the interaction, but often we still tell the stories at the players instead of truly letting them be a part of it.
The future of interactive storytelling should be about how we can make the experience as frictionless as possible.
Really making the player feel like they are actually part of the story. Tailored experiences that they can do not only by themselves but also with friends at home or online.
I'm also hoping to see storytelling explore more collaborative efforts, telling stories to larger groups of players at once without telling each of them that only they are the chosen one.
When we start thinking to ourselves, is traversal what should be at the heart of every storytelling experience in AAA? Can we make it more about the internal conflicts rather than those external conflicts of running, jumping, and shooting?
Movies never have to cut away to load the next scene or more assets. If there's a cut to black, it's only because the director wanted that cut in that exact moment. And storytelling goes well beyond just the words being said. It's the audio, and the camera shot, and effects, and the location. Now with characters and the world looking more real than ever, less downtime due to loading, and more feedback from our controllers, we'll hopefully see large
estou falando sobre a diferença de load nos jogos,
that
né?
won't need to let up just because the hardware requires it.
Olha, Horizon. Forbidden West.
A new generation of hardware means we are about to encounter a new frontier for graphical fidelity and visual effects. That's a given. But what about game audio? Sony and Microsoft are putting more emphasis than ever before on audio. And in the way that sound can draw us in game worlds like never before, could our sense of immersion in virtual spaces be about to change entirely?
In the next generation, audio will definitely be recorded and expressed in a much bigger sense. We're already starting to see hints of it already. Technologies such as ambisonics are being discovered, and people are starting to think in different ways of how we can even boost the boundaries further.
So one of the things that's so exciting about the next gen audio is that it's promising just a whole new level of immersion. Obviously, the PS5 3D audio is kind of the most outspoken example of this. And so with that new immersion, hopefully is going to come whole new levels of player engagement.
There's something that's very special about sound and music is that it really gets to, it accesses the core of who we are, and the fact that we have 3D audio will enhance that in a much better sense.
Of course, some of the biggest changes to play you won't be able to see. From smaller teams being given the tools to more easily achieve their creative ambitions, the expansion of services such as cross-platform play and cloud gaming, to a huge reduction in load times and install sizes. Here's just some of the reasons developers are excited about the changes on the near horizon.
Playing games in the next generation should feel more social than ever, with all the online services bound to get a refresh. I definitely feel like the next generation will have more opportunities to play together when we can't be together.
I think the future of mobile gaming is really about two things.
Eu só acho a engine do Fallout é muito ultrapassada.
The second part of mobile gaming in the future will be about sociability. People are going to play games in a more social manner, and it'll be strange in the future if you find someone that's actually playing a game purely solo and never plays any game with other people.
Crossplay is becoming more widely accepted and implemented, and that means you shouldn't have to coordinate what SKU you're getting with your friends, what version they're getting, what platform they're on. You should be able to seamlessly play together, which is amazing.
Load times, cross-platform ownerships of games.
Aí eles estão discutindo sobre o futuro dos jogos, sobre como produzir,
just overall the focus on
tecnologia envolvida.
The player's experience rather than the platform itself.
The next generation of hardware should allow smaller teams to create products of a higher graphical fidelity.
Developers will have this extraordinary opportunity to create really diverse worlds at very, very high resolution. And we'll be able to come to rely on game engines to do so much of what we couldn't do before in terms of complex lip syncing, facial expression, complex animation. What this will do is it'll level the playing field for developers. And developers who previously couldn't have competed at the high end will be able to do so. It's a really exciting time.
We'd like to thank everyone who gave up their time to bring us that insight into the future of gaming.
All right, our next game is introduced by a gaming legend.
Thanks, Emily. You know, guys,
No, seriously, Nolan? Oh my God. Okay, no, I refer, of course, to Brian Fargo. He's the original producer of Fallout. He's here to tell you about the action RPG Wastelands 3. Let's take a look.
Pra ver agora. É hora de 17 anos, hein?
Exclusive.
Hello, everybody. I'm Brian Fargo. I was the executive producer on the original Fallout and Wasteland series. And I'm here to tell you today that finally Wasteland 3 is coming August 28th for the Xbox, PC, and PlayStation 4.
A geração atual. Child.
Who would do this?
Falando
Who would murder
families
and children?
Parecido. Aqui.
Let's find the monsters who did this.
Perspectiva diferente, né? Estratégia.
Drop your guns and she doesn't die. Got it?
Igual aquele novo Gear of War, né, que saiu. Estratégia. É um tipo de jogo que eu não curto muito ainda. Eu não consigo. Já tentei jogar alguns, mas não fez a minha cabeça. Wasteland 3. Legal.
Wastelands 3 is coming to Xbox One, PS4, Windows, Mac, and Linux on August 28, 2020.
Olha, estão começando a mostrar jogos mais bem elaborados, hein?
Question. If clowns are a 10 on the scarometer...
And what? My dying is like a 4?
Yeah, we've been over this. Look, if clowns are like high, then our next game needs a new scoring system. Check out this new gameplay from survival horror Remothered, Broken Porcelain.
Exclusive.
Rated M for mature.
Survival, hein?
Please come in, Miss Reed. Come in.
Good evening, Mr. Ashman. Do you remember me?
Only between old friends.
I'm Jennifer, by the way. Lindsay? But call me Lynn.
At last. It's just a bad dream.
Where are you? Show yourself!
Caramba, essa garota é má, meu. A garota matou até a velha.
What have you done to her?
Don't do it, Mr. Ashman.
Of course I will.
Legal, tá em agosto. Agosto pra essa geração ainda.
Remothered Broken Porcelain comes to PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and Windows in late 2020.
Next up, we have a world-exclusive teaser for a new title from Different Tales. No spoilers here, but if there's a full moon tonight, we all should stay inside.
Só em setembro, Camila, o mapa, o novo mapa para console só sai em setembro. Crystal Lions sai em setembro para console. Já tem data. Errou, hein? Game completo em julho. Um tease.
Oh man, we can't wait to see more from this team in the coming months.
So the Future Games Show has taken a closer look at the games of tomorrow, but big changes are happening to the way we play right now. Features such as cross-progression and cross-play allow us to...
Cross-play?
Os jogos de terror agora, será?
That time you tried to play Crash Bandicoot.
As I was saying, new features like crossplay let PS4 owners connect with Xbox, Switch, and PC owners in their favorite shooters. We caught up with developers Hi-Rez about how these features work in their current and upcoming games.
Yeah.
Crossplay lets you play games with your friends, regardless of which platform they own, and it's grown in popularity thanks to titles such as Fortnite and Call of Duty Warzone. Developers Hi-Rez Studios are trailblazers in this field, but the industry as a whole has been slower to embrace the potential of crossplay. We caught up with Hi-Rez to ask why, and to discover the importance of crossplay as we head into the next generation.
To overcome the challenges of making crossplay work, you need to change people's mindsets. There's a fear that platforms will lose revenues and lose players to competing platforms if they open the doors to crossplay and progression. In the future, I think you'll start to see consoles and other platforms embrace a truly play-anywhere experience.
It will become increasingly less important what hardware you're using to access the game and much more about like connectivity and communication.
There'll still be exclusives, but the true crossover hits won't be constrained to one platform.
Crossplay and cross-progression also challenges game developers to think more globally and holistically about audiences. You should be able to play from anywhere, doing anything, and kind of have that that follow you around as you go from console to console or platform to platform.
If they choose Xbox or PlayStation or Nintendo or PC for the next generation, it doesn't matter. The game they love and the purchases they made will come with them.
Players expect the same experience across all of their platforms, and so to be able to actually pull that off takes a reasonably high level of sophistication. And you also want to ensure that kind of competition across all these platforms is fair regardless of who they're up against. Now that a console game is a PC game, is a mobile game, for many games, things like cultural relativism, localization, global community management are a bigger and bigger role in gaming. So I think the long answer short that's one of the kind of maybe hidden benefits of crossplay is it stimulates diversity and kind of a global approach to how you think about gaming.
To deliver next-gen crossplay and progression like this, it takes commitment from the start. Hi-Rez Studios currently publishes 3 crossplay and cross-progression titles, with a 4th coming this summer. We keep learning new lessons, but the single biggest is, it's much easier to build a play-new title from the start than it is to shoehorn it later in a project.
More players accessing the same game rather than fragmenting across all of these platforms also means that your ability to make matches and the quality of those matches starts to increase. Overall, we're looking to drive the most fair and fun game experience possible, and we think that crossplay and cross-progression are some of the most important pillars to get there.
You guys ready? It's time to get paid!
Don't worry, Dimo was born ready.
What's up, everybody? I'm Scott Lucier, aka Scott Gandhi, and I'm the lead designer at First Watch Games. Currently, we're finishing work on Rogue Company. We're really excited to be able to share this update with you today. Rogue Company is a third-person shooter that features a unique blend between action-paced gameplay and objective-based game modes. In Rogue Company, you play as a rogue, which are a group of elite mercenaries that operate outside of the wall, and they drop in exotic locations all over the world. Rogue Company is going to be free to play, and it'll feature cross-play and cross-progression across all platforms. Since day one of our cornerstones was making sure that you were able to play the game you want on the platform you want with the friends that you want. At the end of the day, Rogue Company can be summarized in one word: inclusive. Today we are in the late stages of Rogue Company development, which means we're testing cross-play and cross-progression features, polishing weapons, rogues, and maps. The majority of my time is spent refining the core combat experience in Rogue Company while also making sure that our maps and modes are providing exciting and unique gameplay. I do want to say, it's pretty amazing to play Rogue Company on a handheld device like this. Being able to play Rogue Company at 60 FPS as I sit on the couch and my wife is watching another episode of Love Island is a dream come true. Rogue Company is coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch later this summer. We can't wait for you to play our labor of love. To sign up for the alpha, head on over to roguecompany.com. Thank you and enjoy the show.
Big thanks to the teams at High Res for that look into the future of crossplay and info about their upcoming titles.
Now we all know the next generation consoles are getting closer, so here's an exclusive look at what's to come in Square Enix's third-person shooter, Outriders.
Exclusive.
Outriders.
Next time on the Outriders broadcast, we'll be taking a look at the journey into the unknown, plus the characters joining your adventure as you battle through a hostile world. We'll also be showcasing a brand new area and delving deeper into our next class, the Pyromancer. Coming next month.
We can't wait to hear more about Outriders in the lead up to release sometime in holiday 2020.
We're heading 150 years into the future next, where humanity is struggling to survive and human brains are being transferred into robot bodies. Here's more on Disintegration.
Not one step further. See what we've got. 5 integrated outlaws.
Sir, have you got weapons and shelter in there? Maybe you could give us a chance to rest.
We may have more of interest to you than guns.
Hi there, my name's Marcus Leto. I'm the president and creative director at V1 Interactive, and we are currently working on our brand new debut game called Disintegration, and we are super excited to finally be getting ready for it to launch soon.
Wow, look at you. I guess you took the hard road.
With Disintegration, we set out to build something truly unique. It blends some great parts of a first-person shooter with a real-time tactical elements in a way that's never been done before, and in a way that required us to invent all new gameplay mechanics in order for it to work.
Core B dropped.
The story of Disintegration is something that's set about 150 years from now in the future, where humanity's really struggling to survive. And one means of survival is taking the human brain and actually implanting it within an armored shell and attaching that to a robotic armature, allowing them to survive through this period of time. Once in these robotic armatures, humans now find themselves in a world where they are super strong, they're super durable, and some of them don't want to return back to humanity again. And so a new army is developed called the Rayon. In this world, we play some of those early integrated who are fighting back and who don't want to follow along with the Rayon.
I've seen what you call freedom. Not interested.
In Disintegration's multiplayer, we allow the players to team up 5v5 against one another, each with their own crew in this incredible battle against one another. Each one of those matches takes place.
Falco, tu vai lá depois na live do Ark Mobile, a gente vai lá atrás do boss de novo. Vai também.
In order for the player to really have success playing Disintegration, they need to consider both parts of the equation. On one hand is your grab cycle and your weapons and abilities that you use fluidly in combat. That's just one part of the equation, though. On the other hand is your ground squad, each with their unique abilities.
Obrigado, Ranieri, por se inscrever no canal. Ranieri Andrade.
It's important that the player understands that both of these things work in tandem together and that they are part of a whole. They are the crew. And for you to kind of consider both parts is critical for your success. So Disintegration is finally going to be released on June 16th.
Aliás, nós vamos numa live de Ark Mobile daqui a pouco. Assim que acabar o Ark Mobile, nós vamos iniciar lá no Ark Mobile. Vamos ver, se der tudo certo, nós domamos o dragão hoje. Se der certo, falta 5 níveis só pra gente chegar no nível pra domar dragão. Não sei se vai dar certo. Vai saber na hora.
It's called
Disintegration.
No judgments here, honey.
6 de junho. Vai sair já, olha. 2020, pré-ordem. Square Enix. Disintegration. Jogo multiplayer.
Disintegration is coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC June 16th.
Now prepare yourselves for a lesson in alternative history as we explore what might have happened if the Second World War didn't end in 1945.
Exclusive.
Hi everyone, my name is Bogdan Kaczyk, the game director of the upcoming narrative-driven adventure game Paradise Lost. I'm super excited to walk you through the alternative history that serves as the setting for our story. In Paradise Lost, the Second World War doesn't end in 1945. In the spring of 1960, the Nazi regime is on its knees and Soviet troops are closing in. Without warning, the Nazis unleashed the full might of their nuclear arsenal on their homeland and Eastern Europe, stopping the Soviet offensive in its tracks and turning Europe into an uninhabitable nuclear wasteland. To the rest of the world, this seems like a final act of desperation by one of the cruelest regimes in human history. Yet, few know of the secrets that have been hidden deep underground. The ARK project is among the most secretive endeavors of the Third Reich.
Se a gente fosse jogar
Its
o
goal has
Aberration, a
been
gente
to
ia ter que
construct
parar
a
o Crystal
network
Isle.
of hidden, self-sustainable, heavily fortified underground bunkers meant to shelter an Aryan master race society until it can emerge and rule the post-nuclear landscape. But not everything goes according to plan. For reasons unknown, one of the bunkers, located just outside Kraków, Poland, goes dark.
Eu não tenho essa britadeira.
Now, as you discover the past, you can shape the present. It's been 20 years since the explosion that set our story in motion. You play as Szymon, a 12-year-old Polish boy driven by personal tragedy to seek out the bunker on the edge of Kraków. At first, the place seems completely desolate. What brought Szymon to the bunker? What answers is he seeking? You'll have to uncover the truth yourself.
Eu tentei outra picareta de ferro, mas não consegui pegar cristal não. Paradise Lost.
So, do you dare discover the last story on Earth?
Acho que eu investi.
Paradise Lost is coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X.
Our next game. Wait a second. Emily, have you crossed another thing off my script?
Hey, we discussed this. You can't be trusted.
Eu tentei em alguns itens,
Okay,
mas não
fine.
consegui
Just
nenhum. Vou tentar mais,
roll the
mais
tape.
hoje.
World premiere.
Operation Tango.
Whether you choose agent
or choose hacker,
it takes two to complete the mission.
it takes two to stay alive.
Operation Tango. It takes two to save the world.
Our next game is
esse aqui é da nova
so secret,
geração.
we don't even know its name at the time of this recording. So I'm just going to put myself out there and make one up. I'm guessing it's called The Kingdom of the Gusty Willows.
What kind of fake name is that? It is not called The Kingdom of Gusty Willows.
Here's the developers of The Kingdom of the Gusty Willows to talk about their show-stopping new PS5 project, The Kingdom of the Gusty Willows.
Can I make it extremely clear? This is not called The Kingdom of the Gusty Willows.
What's the big deal? It's a good title.
Nova geração.
Exclusive.
Sorry, Nolan, the name isn't Kingdom of the Gusty Willows. It's actually called Cana Bridge of Spirits.
Cana.
Hi, I'm Mike Greer. I'm the Chief Creative Officer at Ember Lab.
And I'm Josh Greer, Mike's brother. I'm the Chief Operating Officer here at the studio. You may have seen our game Cana Bridge of Spirits at the Sony PlayStation 5 event. And today we're really excited to share a little bit more about the project with you.
So, what's this game all about?
Well, Cana Bridge of Spirits is a story-driven action-adventure game that combines fast-paced combat with exploration and a really fun, charming companion mechanic where players are going around collecting forest creatures that we call the Rot.
So you play as Cana. She's a spirit guide who has traveled to this forgotten village and soon discovers that there are many trapped, lingering spirits. And it becomes clear that there are larger forces at play that have sort of corrupted the environment and stopped things from moving on. Well, the main focus of the game actually revolves around helping these trapped spirits. So each kind of level or world that you enter is all focused and kind of themed around the corrupt spirit that's lingering.
And to really help these spirits, you ultimately have to get to know what happened to them in their past life. And to do so, you're looking for clues in the environment, facing combat challenges, solving puzzles. But ultimately, it all relies on building and growing your team.
Yeah, the Rot are key to sort of every aspect of gameplay. They can be used in combat to augment abilities. They can be used to manipulate the environment, to carry things around for you. The more Rot you have, the stronger you're going to be as a player, and the more abilities you get to unlock. The trailer does a lot of things, but one thing we wanted to do was make sure we established the tone and sort of darker elements that are in the game. And people see the Rot and the cute characters, and they immediately fall in love with them, which is great. But the opening cinematic with the meditation and kind of Cana battling these spirits, we wanted to use to kind of set that darker tone and establish these, that the player is going to be, exposed to some darker themes in the storytelling.
We're targeting a holiday 2020 release, and it will be coming to PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and the Epic Games Store. We're really excited for everyone to get their hands on the game.
PlayStation 4
and
também.
in the meantime, enjoy the rest of the show.
De aventura.
Well, I think that's it. Thanks so much for watching the Future Games Show, and look out for more great next-gen coverage on GamesRadar.com throughout this week and beyond. And don't forget to check out our sister shows from the Guerrilla Collective over the next few days right here on Twitch.
Wait, come on, Nolan. It wouldn't be a game show without that, We got one more thing. Can we do the one more thing moment?
You are so right. Wait, are we in this one?
No.
Oh, well. But hey, Em, would you work with me again? Maybe in some kind of swashbuckling adventure where I play a roguish, charming adventurer?
Nah, I think I've been there, I've done that.
World premiere.
3 years ago, Serial Cleaner took you back to 1970s America in a single-player stealth action crime story where you played as a professional crime scene cleaner, getting rid of bodies and the incriminating evidence, all while avoiding the police. Now, with over 1 million
durante esse ano ainda vai ter muitas conferências. Acho que vai ter uma conferência lá em novembro.
To the 90s.
Que é perto do lançamento das novas plataformas. Aí o bigodão aí, ó. GTA 6. Isso.
Well, that really does complete our showcase for 2020.
Yeah, we hope you've had a great time watching and that you've seen something that you can look forward to. We also just want to take a moment to thank our partners for helping put all of this together, but most of all, we want to thank you for watching.
I'm Nolan North.
And I'm Emily Rose.
And this has been, Emily, if you will, the Future
Game Show 2020.
Tem como jogar aqui pelo Xbox, Xbox One tem. Pra ele. Caramba, Halo, velho. Ver esse novo Halo, cara. Ansioso por ele. Olha, o Spider-Man. Acabou. Acabou, pessoal.
Cheguei!
Bom, foi isso aí, galera. Não teve muita novidade, né? Não teve jogo aí de peso. Mas foi. Deu pra ver algumas novidades aí. Galera, é o seguinte, eu vou estar encerrando a live agora e daqui a meia hora, 40 minutos, nós iniciamos a nossa live de Ark Mobile. Vamos lá atrás do boss secreto e depois do Ark Mobile nós vamos para o Ark de PC Crystal Lives, tá? Então, quero agradecer a presença de todo mundo, muito obrigado. Valeu pela presença de vocês. Até a próxima. Tchau. Traduz aí, Jota. Thank you for watching. Valeu, galera. Tchau.